Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a timeless piece of wisdom from one of history's greatest philosophers, Lucius Annaeus Seneca, one of ancient Rome's most renowned philosophers and statesmen. Known simply as Seneca, this Stoic thinker left a profound legacy through his teachings on ethics, resilience, and the art of living well. In his profound work, On the Shortness of Life, Seneca explores the common lament that life is too short and time slips away too quickly. But Seneca challenges this notion, arguing that life is not inherently short. It's just that many of us fail to use our time wisely. Let's unpack Seneca's teachings and discover how we can apply his timeless advice to our modern lives, making the most out of every moment we have. If you've ever felt that life is passing you by, this episode is for you. Let's get started on this journey to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. Many people lament the brevity of life on their deathbed, realizing that after a lifetime of busyness, they've hardly started to enjoy life before it's nearly over. But is life really that short? Seneca says life isn't short at all. Several decades are entirely sufficient for a person. So why do we feel life is short? Seneca argues that it's because we waste too much time. We don't know how to use time effectively, and that's why life feels so brief. It's like having a lot of money or wealth. If you don't use it wisely and spend it blindly, it will quickly be exhausted. The same applies to your life. If you don't use your time wisely, it will quickly slip away. If you do use it wisely, you won't feel that life is short. The reality is that people often waste time because they lack desires, seek others' approval, or chase after others' desires, wealth, and matters. Seneca says, imagine if someone seized your land, your house, or your money. What would you do? You would undoubtedly take up arms and fight fiercely to reclaim your possessions. But why do we treat the valuable asset of time so carelessly, wasting it and even giving it away to others? If time and money are both assets, why do we only protect our money and not our time? Seneca asks you to reflect on your life, or even just one day. How much time do you spend on yourself and how much on others? Many people spend all their time, except for eating, sleeping, and using the restroom, on others. This is especially evident for those who work. You rush to the station in the morning, spend a lot of time commuting, then work all day at the company, and go home only to collapse into bed. Apart from sleeping, the rest of your day is spent for others. Some may argue that they work to earn money, exchanging their time for money, which isn't entirely for others. But what does it mean to spend time for yourself versus for others? Seneca says time for yourself means freedom, the ability to do whatever you want. If you're doing what you love, that time is for yourself. If you're forced to do something, it's not your own time, but wasted or for others. The same applies to schooling. If you love learning and choose to spend time on it, that time is for yourself. If you're forced to go to school, it's for others. Knowing how to distinguish your time from others' time, you can then reassess how much of your day is spent on yourself. Most will find it's not much. Sleep, too, can't be considered time for yourself. It's a kind of wasted time. Only time spent on what you truly want to do counts as time for yourself. Many people don't realize how close the end of life really is. Many say they'll enjoy life after retirement with their pension. Seneca asks, who can guarantee you'll live to see retirement? The greatest mistake, he says, is believing that youth and health will last forever. Most people realize when they age or face illness or disaster that the length of life isn't in their control. By then, they also realize another problem. They haven't lived for themselves, but for others. Recognizing this often comes too late, as no one gets a second chance at life. Seneca emphasizes not to place any hope in the future, as death and tomorrow are equally unpredictable. Death won't wait for you to be ready, it arrives unexpectedly. Planning to enjoy life at 30, 40, or when you have money is futile, because no one knows if they'll live that long. The only thing we can control is today, this moment. Thus, we should cherish each day, living it as if it's our last. Even if you can ensure you'll live to see tomorrow and have a long life, time will still inevitably pass. Your days will continuously push you toward life's end, and the pace won't change. Hence, start spending each day on yourself now. Use your time freely for what you want to do, or you'll regret it. The true length of life is the amount of time spent on yourself, not your lifespan. Some may die young but have a life full of personal fulfillment, while others may live long yet always serve others, having a much shorter real life. Even with 1,000 years, if you never spend time on yourself, life will feel short. Seneca also stresses doing what you want while young, as a year in youth holds different value than a year in old age. Some experiences can't be had later in life. Now, some might think they can stop working or studying and just play games or watch TV, but Seneca says no. Time consists of the past, present, and future. The past can't be changed, and the future can't be predicted or expected. While the present is crucial, it's fleeting and constantly becoming the past. The true wealth of life is the past. Your memories. So, don't do things that don't leave lasting memories. If you spend 30 years gaming and watching TV, your memory of that time is reduced to a single sentence, wasting those years. Seneca says a rich life involves diverse experiences and thoughts, enriching your memory and thus your life. Those with abundant experiences who have done and learned many things don't fear death. They've lived fully and welcome it. Because of this philosophy, Seneca considers philosophers the happiest people as they think about various issues daily, enriching their lives with personal time. Those who spend their days on others' affairs, following others' plans, don't have the luxury of such personal reflection. To conclude, Seneca believes the true length of life isn't tied to lifespan, but to how much time is spent on oneself. Spend more time on what you want, and life will naturally feel longer and more fulfilling. A truly rich and fulfilling life is one where every moment recalled is vibrant and meaningful. Life is short. This concludes our discussion. I hope this has made your life feel a little richer. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video soon.